Hello everyone, welcome to biology class. Here we are with the chapter number 5, human body excretory system. In this chapter we will be studying about the excretory system of our body. So this system, excretory system, is used for removal of the poisonous substances of our body. Here we have an example. If you know there was a poisonous substances in your house, you would do everything possible to remove that substance. If you do not remove this poisonous substance, it could be harmful for us or you or your family. So there would be certain steps that would be taken by the family members to remove these poisonous substances. In a similar manner, in our body also, various metabolic wastes are produced in our body. Metabolic means the waste produced in the process of production of energy. Whatever food we are eating, it converts into energy. It gives us the energy. But in the process of converting the food into energy, the process called metabolism, certain waste products are also generated. They are called as metabolic waste. And these wastes have to be removed because they become toxic. That means poisonous if they are allowed to accumulate inside the body. That is, if they collect inside. Accumulate means collect in our body, then these metabolic waste will become poisonous or toxic. So therefore a system is required for the removal of these metabolic waste, and this system only is called as excretory system. The process is called as excretion, and in this chapter we will be learning in details about the excretory system and the process of excretion, how it goes on in the human body. So what is excretion? The topic, the definition of excretion we will be learning in this part. So there are certain number of metabolic activities. As I told you, in our body energy is produced in the various cells of our body, and as a result of which only many waste products like carbon dioxide, urea, or the excess water, excess means extra water, etc., can be formed. All these are the waste products, and there is a requirement to remove these waste products of our body. This process only, that is the process of removal of toxic waste from the body of an organism from time to time, is called excretion. Again, here is the exact definition. The process of removal of metabolic wastes from the body of an organism through excretory organs. It is called as excretory system or the process of excretion. So excretory organs are required. What are those organs? We will be seeing in details in the upcoming part of the chapter. Here we have certain example now. When proteins are consumed by the organism, then what happens? This gives us certain benefits, but also metabolic waste like ammonia and urea are produced, and such wastes are poisonous because if they build up, means if they collect in our body, then what will happen? They will be harmful. So they should be removed from the body. Just like if urea is accumulated in the body, it will cause blood poisoning, and it will mask, means it will stop, it will prevent the utilization of oxygen. Whatever oxygen we are breathing, it will not be easily dissolving in the blood because already blood contains urea. Blood poisoning has taken place, and ultimately we will face severe shortage of oxygen. The person can die also because of this blood poisoning and shortage of oxygen. So therefore special excretory organs are required for the removal of these excretory products or the harmful substances or poisonous substances in the human body. They have to be removed regularly from time to time. Do not confuse this excretion from egestion. Excretion is what? Excretion is just removing or eliminating the metabolic waste, just like urea is removed. That is how we can remove the metabolic waste. But in the case of egestion, what is that? Egestion is the removal of undigested food or feces. It is called egestion. Whatever food is not properly digested in our body, it is useless and it has to be removed from the body. That is called as egestion. But whatever food has been used in our body, it will convert into energy, and also it will lead to the formation of certain metabolic waste. So if we remove the metabolic waste, it is excretion. If we remove the undigested food, it is egestion. This is the difference between excretion and egestion. It may be asked in exam, what is the difference between excretion and egestion? So I hope you can write removal of undigested food, egestion; removal of metabolic waste, excretion. This is the difference between both of these things. In the case of the plants also, certain excretory products are there, because excretory organs are not there in the case of the plant. They do not have any special organs like we are having, like animals are having, but the metabolic waste like CO2, oxygen, water, all these will come out from the stomata of the leaves and also from the lenticels of the stem. These are the openings present on the plant's body, on the leaves as well as on the stem. So from there on, these products will come. Certain excretory products are also of the plant which we are having certain use. For the plant they are excretory product, they are waste, but for us, for the human beings, they are useful. For example, caffeine that is present in the coffee beans, it helps in relieving pain. Next one, morphine that is present in poppy seeds, it is used as a pain reliever. It is used in the medicine field. Next is quinine. It is also present in the bark of cinchona tree, and this is used as a medicine for malaria. So different medicinal values are there of different excretory products. Although these products are waste for the plant, but they are useful for the human beings. Now we will move on after the definition of excretion, after the differentiation between excretion and egestion. We will move on further to the excretory organs of human beings. In the case of the human beings, different organs are there. They are they are doing different functions, but also they produce certain kind of the waste product of the body. These can be lungs, skin, liver, kidneys. All these are doing certain kind of excretion. The major one are the kidneys. Kidneys are the chief excretory organs of the human or excretory system. They are the main organs. But other than the kidneys, lungs, skin and the liver also produce some waste products. So they can also be considered in the excretory organs. How they can be considered? So lungs, you know, they are in the part of the respiratory system. Major work of the lungs is to inhale and exhale, inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of CO2 gas. What I said, I repeated, exhalation of CO2 gas. Why our body is producing CO2 gas? That is when food is converted into energy. जब food energy में convert होता है, in this process what is done? Oxygen is used and CO2 is produced. This CO2 which is produced in the production of energy, it is useless for our body. CO2 is not required at all in our body. It will, if it collects in our body, it will lead to blood poisoning. The person can die as a result of that. So this CO2 has to be removed. Regular energy production is there in the body, and as a result, regularly CO2 is also produced, which has to be removed, and it comes out. It comes out how? By the process of exhalation. CO2 comes out. Also, when we are breathing outside, some water vapor also leaves. That also leaves from the lungs as in the form of the vapors only. So excess water as well as CO2 is produced out of the body. It is that through the exhalation process only. When we are breathing out, CO2 and water vapor comes outside. That is why we can say lungs are serving as the excretory organ. Although they are respiratory organ, but they also serve as the excretory organs. Next one, the kidneys. Already we have seen they are the main excretory organs, and they are removing what? They help in removing nitrogenous waste, nitrogen containing substances. They are nitrogenous waste or other poisonous waste, along with extra water, different dissolved minerals and all. They are coming out of our body in the form of urine. How the urine is produced, its details you will see in the upcoming part of this chapter. Next is the skin. Our body contains various kind of salts in the form of minerals. They are present in the blood of our transport system, and these blood, and when the blood flows to the kidneys, it is filtered in the kidney. The blood gets filtered there. The kidney remove all the waste product, but certain kind of the salt are still present in the blood. And when we are perspiring, means when sweat is coming on our skin, that time the sweat glands in our skin, they will release this the salts present in our body. Whatever extra salts are there which are not required in our body, they will come out with the sweat. Sweat already it is water, and it is having excess salts. Also sometimes urea can come in the form, it may be present in the form of sweat. So sweat contains all these substances, and it is released from where? It is released from the skin. So therefore we can say skin is as the excretory organ. So therefore we have completed all these parts. The diagrammatic representation they have given. Liver produces what? Liver produces urea. Liver produces urea. Therefore, we can say liver also is an excretory organ. In reading part it is not given, but in diagrammatic representation you can see by the breakdown of hemoglobin, whatever RBCs, red blood cells, are dead, which are not required in our body, they will move to the liver and they will convert, they will be removed from the body. And liver also produces urea, it moves to the kidney, kidney converts it into urine, and then it is thrown out of the body. Next one now, liver also produces bile pigments. This RBC is what I said. The dead RBCs move to the liver, they convert into what? Whatever dead red blood cells are there, they move to the liver and convert into bile pigment. Yes, again I repeat, dead red blood cells move into the liver, convert into the bile pigments. They move to the digestive system and then they are again thrown out of the body in the egestion process. Next is the cellular respiration, that is when the food is converted into energy. That time only, when the respiration process is going on, converting food into energy, that time only CO2 and water is produced. The water comes out in the form of sweat from the skin, CO2 comes out in the exhaled air through the lungs. So therefore we can say kidneys, liver, our digestive system, then the skin and the lungs, all these are helping in the excretory process. That is what we have seen, excretory organs of human beings. Here some part is given, already have discussed. I hope you can do a reading of this thing, how sweating is a type of excretion, because sweat is coming out from the sweat glands. They are present where? They are present on the surface of the skin, and small pores, sweat pores are there, holes are there on the skin called as sweat pores, from which the sweat will come out from the skin. And when this sweating is happening, it is actually having water. So when the wind blows and it comes on our skin, we will feel cool because of that sweat on our body. So generally in the summer season sweat is coming, and that is just a response of our body to maintain the body temperature. Skin is helping in the regulating of the body temperature. Sweat is coming only in the summer, not in the winter. Why is it so? Because in the summer season body tries to maintain the normal body temperature. Outside it is very hot and body has to maintain the temperature. So what will happen? Our body will produce the sweat. As a result of that sweat, our body will be covered with that water present in the sweat, and body will feel relatively more cooler than it is in the surroundings. So in the hot weather, it will lead to excessive sweating. Other than hot weather, if you do physical exercise or if you have fever, that time also sweating may happen, but that is having some other aspects or other points related to that. Egestion we have already seen, you can read from here. So that is how we have completed all the excretory products up to the liver. I hope it is all clear to you. Some more to know points are there, that also we will see. Some other important excretory products. What are the things that are produced here? Excess salt, bile pigments, excess vitamins and medicines. All these things are present in the excretory products. Excess salt, whatever minerals, whatever chemicals are in our body, generally that is common salt only, or the salt of sodium and chlorine. They are all coming out of the body through the kidneys. In the urine they are present. Next is the bile pigment. They are in the fecal matter. The undigested food contains this bile pigment. Through the egestion they will come out of the body. Excess vitamin, like the vitamin B and C. Two type of vitamin are there. One is vitamin B, another one is vitamin C. These two vitamins can easily dissolve in water. They are soluble in water, and they also coming out in the of the body through the urine only. So they are excretory products. Next is extra medicines like antibiotics or any medicine. If you have taken in more than required quantity, extra quantity, then also it will come out through the urine. These are certain important excretory products. Some more are there, the detailed ones. They are the main excretory products: water, CO2 and urea. We will be covering in the upcoming video. Here we will halt for this record in this video. Part 1 is complete now. Remaining part we will be covering in the upcoming parts. That is all for this video. Thank you.